go to Taco Bell?
Yeah, I did. It was delicious.
Can we go back?
Why?
I want Taco Bell. As far as street cred is concerned, I've got none. The worst thing that happened to me today was not getting to go to Taco Bell with my roommates. But we wrestled, pretended we were tough guys, and even played a little Call of Duty. And in between waiting for games, I found something that supported a claim I'd made earlier. No, this is definitely not the first video project I've ever done, but I think I may have found the first. A video dating back to around 2003 or 2004 was this brief clip shot on a digital camera not even meant for making video. The audio was duped in using Windows Movie Maker, one of the first and probably most archaic video projects I've ever taken on. The song is from the Lord of the Rings soundtrack called Concerning Hobbits, and my mother, and perhaps champion of the dogs at our house, lovingly titled this clip Concerning Labradors. I begin to think of Dog's place in essay and memoir, and usually the stories are wrought with tragedy and about how dogs helped people through these times. I've been lucky. I haven't had any tragedies or any disasters, anything that shook my life too greatly. But I don't want to discredit these two Labradors. Maggie with her loud mouth and Cheney with her quiet, noble stare have always been there for me. And as I watch this old home shot footage, I think of the tired and true cliché that dogs are man's best friend. But I think about my dogs today, not the ones that exist in this video in 2003, the ones that exist in my apartment in 2011. My dogs. I think about our friendships, and I think about companionship and loyalty. And I think about Maggie's loud, obnoxious bark. Let me tell you the story of a family. In the year 2000, they moved from a small house in Poland, Ohio, to a slightly larger house, also in Poland, Ohio. The house promised many facilities, separate bedrooms for the boys, a basement to play in, more space for mom and dad to work. Of course, the main allure was a backyard fenced in, perfect for a new dog. Years before moving, a dog that the boys had known for both of their entire lives had died. Her name was Mallory.
When I'm at the pearly gates, this will be on my videotape, my videotape. And if a starfleet is just beneath and is reaching up to grab me, this is one for the good days.
Maybe that sadness is the tragedy of this dog story, but I believe it is why dogs matter. They are our constant companions, the champions of our loneliness. After Mallory passed on, life had to continue. Perhaps with a little help from Maggie and Cheney's complete affection, even the deepest wounds of loneliness are completely mended. I think in my own life, their companionship kind of tells a coming-of-age story of my own, whether we're playing in the backyard or lying on the living room floor with Dad, or celebrating a birthday, whether it be Stevie's or mine or Maggie or Cheney's. There's a certain amount of togetherness. Whether we're coming home from a ridiculous high school football game, or staying in the backyard, or lying on the couch watching a movie, keeping each other company. The dogs were there for her, and they most certainly are there for me in the same way that families are always there for each other. And they're there for each other too. Maggie hurt her leg one year, and we had to take extra special care of her. But Cheney made extra sure to look after her. Barely leaving the side of the cage, she would often nap at the door. And that, I think, is the perfect example of what a dog can do for a family. They look out for each other, they bring each other together. That's why it was hard to leave the dog's companionship behind when I went off to school. Once you figure out how important companionship is, you start to understand the people that are crazy about their dogs. Companionship and friendship are the two most important things a person can have in order to be happy. Yes, I had left my dogs behind in Poland, Ohio, to bask in the sunlight of the living room, but I had made two brilliant new acquaintances. And through thick and thin, we had each other's backs. Matt, I see you.
You gotta come up the stairs.
Cover me.
Go to the tower, man!
Matt, I see you, dude.
No! Got one of them. Boom! Double kill!
Hit it!
Woo!
I used to think it odd, and I suppose most people will always find it strange, that people use the word dog as slang to describe their friends. But it makes sense. What is a dog that a good friend isn't? Company, loyalty, trust, companionship, and you should see the other guy. In some ways it's surprising, but in other ways it isn't. It was so easy to foster and build these friendships based on the things we discovered and experienced together, the fun memories and moments we've shared so far, and the ones we look forward to sharing in the future, even the crazy days. I think back to my first days away at school and how insecure and nervous I was, but even then, by the end of the first day, my roommate and I had hit it off, and we had that security and that comfort. It was a perfect companionship that makes complete sense of the slang term dog.
1, 2, lace up my shoes. 3 to the 4 when I step out the door. 5, 6, kick a little something with the crew. Kids, and we do it again. It's like 1, 2, lace up my shoes. 3 to the 4.
This is so dumb. We don't even.
5, 6, kick a little something with the cool kids, then we do it again. What it is, come check the noise. It's the
This is like an essay about how I don't ever do my homework. Yeah, dude, no, play Call of Duty, it's for homework.
Finally!
Matt! Get in that chopper, dude! Wait, where you at? I'm gonna shoot your helicopter down.
Fair enough.
I'm on the dyno.
I just got sniped. There you are. Did you see my rocket in your helicopter?
Cool like it's going out of style. Sticking to the program, kicking it with no hands. It's what I do.